What's going on, everyone? It's time for another creature feature action sci-fi fantasy horror film review. Today we're going to talk about Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's been a long time since I did a Godzilla movie, so let's get to it. It was released by Warner Brothers May 31st, 2019. Produced by Mary Parent and Alex Garcia. Written by Zach Shields and co-written and directed by Michael Dougherty, who also did like Trick or Treat. He's also doing the upcoming Trick or Treat 2. He's also did like Krampus. He was a producer or a writer on Godzilla vs. Kong. That's the one after this that I'm reviewing next. And he also did like Season's Greetings and a whole pile of others. It's had a budget of $170 million and it made over $386.6 million at the box office. So it was a pretty good, it's still a decent success to keep the momentum going. And so Godzilla King of the Monsters. Well, this is basically an American remake of King of the Monsters, the Toho King of the Monsters. Where basically you get all the big Toho characters, monsters, all coming together to fight. Help take down King Ghidorah. Yeah, King Ghidorah, Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and they even show you other ones too that don't really have any relevance to it. But Vera Farmiga plays a mother and a scientist in this, and she develops her husband developed a sonar whale sort of like sounding thing that can communicate with them. And so she goes and tries to communicate to Mothra as a larvae form, and it somewhat works. So she goes, but then her and her daughter, played by Millie Bobby Brown, I think her name is, the girl from Stranger Things. She comes along, and they end up getting kidnapped by some like natural terrorists or something like that, ecological terrorists who want to summon all the creatures. So they take her, and then they summon King Ghidorah, the three-headed dragon thing. And it's up to Godzilla to come and save all the stupid humans making all the stupid decisions from all these big monsters. This gives you exactly what you're looking for. Not too much exposition. It just shows you how stupid humans are. And for some reason, Mark, the ex-husband, knows everything. And and basically it's just a monster brawl. There's a lot of really good effects, like the CG and everything in this is really well done. I know a lot of complaints were like, the fight scenes are all in like wet, dark ones. Like, yeah, it's easier to hide CG flaws like that. But yeah, it still works and stuff. You still get to see quite the big fight. You get to see a Godzilla's like nuclear breath or whatever, and it looks really good. But there's a lot of destruction, like I love to see. And that it's another good just popcorn flick. There's no story, no characters really, and you just get to watch monsters bash it out, which is really good. And you really get to see Godzilla at his finest in the proper way. And him and Mothra work around. They did a cool job at making them look a little more up to date than the 1960s Toho films. Like, Mothra doesn't look like a little puffball flying around. She's actually looks like an actual like moth and stuff. And Rodan has one of the best entrances in a monster movie where it comes out of a volcano and stuff. I really love that. And overall it's just a lot of fun. A lot of destruction, a lot of good. It lacks a story. It lacks well thought out characters and stuff, but they're just in there to keep the ball rolling basically. And overall it's just a fun little destruction movie and a good little popcorn flick, but nothing too much in any other category. So with that, I'm going to give Godzilla King of the Monsters a 3.5 out of 5. I liked it. It's up my alley, and it's the type of movies I like to watch. So, and it's one of the few that the U.S. big studios actually somewhat got right, and is actually doing it well. So with that, Godzilla King of the Monsters, it's a good popcorn flick, and a good monster movie, especially if you want to just watch big monsters that battle it out and destroy all our cities. It's good. So, yeah, check it out if you want. There's a show link down below, like always. Also, link down below is my Instagram, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually have the film title in a hashtag and subgenre film in a hashtag, so you're aware of it. And also, make sure you check out my Letterbox is also linked down below. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the film. So follow me on one of those two platforms to stay in the loop with this channel, like this video. Share it to more people who are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below, and let me know if you want me to do this. Then like Godzilla 2014 and any other Godzilla or King Kong movies or anything like that. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try my best to get them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And also, if you have any other films or film franchises in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on, make sure you comment those down below too. I'll try to find those as well. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, because hopefully we can find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And so you can hear my opinions on popular films that have come out like this. Classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because the next one I'm obviously going to do Godzilla vs. Kong in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, well, watch out for all those big monsters that we summon and destroy our cities and our lives. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.